Madam Ambassador, I'm happy to welcome you in Ukrinform. We meet shortly after the meeting of President Zelenskyy with President Trump in Oval Office, and also shortly after major EU leaders expressed their support to Ukraine. But at the end of the day, this misunderstanding with American partners can complicate the whole situation in Ukraine. Is Europe ready to mobilize quickly, also in defense sector, to minimize the consequences?
Dobrý deň, rada vás bачити. Ďakujem za zaprošenie. You are asking whether Europe is ready. I think that what I would like to say at the outset, as was expressed by all European leaders or all key European leaders, that we stood with Ukraine, we stand with Ukraine, and we will stand with Ukraine. And when you're asking about the defense of Ukraine, in fact, tomorrow is an important key meeting in London, called by Prime Minister Starmer, who was in the White House earlier this week. And the meeting is dedicated to developing more concrete contours, how Europe would be in a position to provide security guarantees to Ukraine. And also on the 6th of March, which is next week, President of the European Council, Antonio Costa, who was just in Kiev on Monday together with President von der Leyen and 21 commissioners, has called an extraordinary European Council, the summit of European leaders, to discuss both support to Ukraine, defense of Ukraine, and also increase in security expenditures and security posture of the European continent. So I think that all the elements are there to be able to positively answer your question.
About the meeting tomorrow and on the next week of the European Council, the Ukraine's position is clear. We can't accept truth without any security guarantees. So the question is, should we expect any breakthrough decision tomorrow and in the next week from Europe?
I think that we all understand that who is the aggressor, who is the victim, and we all understand the point that you made that President Zelenskyy eloquently said on numerous occasions, and I personally have made also in Ukrainian media that indeed key to a durable peace are security guarantees. We all understand that, Europe understands that, and I believe that both of these meetings, both in London and in Brussels, will be key steps on getting there.
Considering today's stance of Trump administration on the whole security situation and Ukraine situation, what should be the priority of the EU today? Is it preventing alienation of Europe from America, or is it broader independence of Europe?
As, for example, Prime Minister of Italy, Meloni, stated yesterday, we are stronger together. The Western Alliance is stronger together. There's no question about it. But I think that we have, as I mentioned, enough elements and enough will and enough tools to actually be the security provider. I think it would be more effective and easier with the United States than without. But I think we just will have to see and adjust to the situation as it evolves.
The Ukrainian delegation didn't manage to sign agreement on raw material cooperation. So should we expect that the talks will be intensified on critical mineral agreements with the EU based on the Memorandum of Strategic Partnership on raw materials signed in 2021?
Look, we have had the memorandum since 2021. We have provided a lot of technical assistance on that basis. We have been engaged with the Ukrainian authorities in helping to do surveys and map the mineral wealth of this country. And I think that we will continue co-developing it in a partnership. But frankly, I don't think that this is the first order of priority right now for the European Union. I think that the first order of priority is to work with Ukraine on how to improve its defensive posture and strength for the negotiations, how to develop security guarantees. And let's not forget, we also have a very important EU enlargement track with Ukraine. Just this week, among all these developments, in fact, one of the key requirements of the EU and the IMF were adopted by the Rada, I believe Thursday or Friday, which was the establishment of the High Administrative Court. So in the middle of not only these various crises and the fighting, you actually keep reforming. So we have a big agenda, and I think that the memorandum of 2021 will continue as it has so far. This is not the main priority right now for the EU.
Madam Ambassador, I also have a follow-up question. Madam Eurocommissioner Kos, during her visit to Kiev with the whole Eurocommission delegation, stated that they are after opening negotiations on 3 clusters. Do you think it's a feasible goal today?
I very much hope so. I think Ukraine is ready for the opening of the clusters, because the time of the most intense discussions is once they are opened. And I think that I very much hope that we will have the required unanimity to move swiftly in this direction.
Madam Ambassador, I thank you for this interview.
Thank you very much.